We're about to get into live. Be sure to follow our amazing sponsors, Fiya Infusion, Tax Strategy, Ask Blue Jay, Lavish Looks by MzMetchi, and Black Dollar Days. And be sure to tune into our other programming throughout the week. All right, y'all, let's get it.
What it do? Your favorite cousin Young Jock checking in. And right now you're tuned into the Blueprint Live with my favorite MzMetchi, all right? Hey, man, you know what it is. Keep doing what you're doing and keep it right here. Chill.
Yo, what's happening in? What's happening in? Oh, it's your boy $2 Fabo, Bankhead Fabo. Oh, hey, man, check this out. I want y'all to tune in right now to the Blueprint Live with MzMetchi. And I want you to tune in every Thursday at 6:30 Central Time. Oh, Fabo!
What's good, y'all? It's your boy Gary P, the DJ of Boot Camp Radio. You're tuned in right now to Blueprint Live with MzMetchi. Let's go.
Tax season is among us. Make sure that you get with the pros at Tax Strategy to help you limit your tax liability and help you get back the maximum refund that you and your family deserve. Visit www.yourtaxstrategy.info for more information on setting up an appointment and getting the ball rolling on your taxes this year. Let them know that the Blueprint Media Company sent you.
Happy Thursday. Baby, they don't understand you, but I do. Y'all know this is the Ruby Gold Smoke. If you have not gotten them on your playlist, I think you playing at this point. They just released their album, y'all. It's really, really good. Make sure you go and stream right now. Grab your beverages. I've got a great show for you. Come on in. The water is fine. Just jam out with me. It's Thursday. You made it through the week. We've arrived. It's Friday Eve. I know you feel good right now. Okay, so you all know I start off the show. What's on my playlist right now? It is our Ancestors' Wildest Dreams by Ruby Goldsmoke, who we just opened the show to. So happy Thursday. Welcome back. Okay, I'm really, really excited about tonight's show. I have my special guest. I've been talking about her all week, and she's going to be joining me. Charron Monaye is in the building. Okay, our virtual building, that is. Before we jump in, though, you know I got to shout out my amazing sponsors. Okay, so shout out to Fiya Infusions. They've got the treats that you need with a little twist. So make sure you all check them out. They are in the midst of their relaunch, and they want everyone to know to subscribe so that you can be the first to get deals when they release their new products. Black Dollar Days. She's coming back next month with, continuing on with the initiative to fight some of the injustices that communities like myself and you that we experience all the time. So make sure that you go and register your business so that we know who to shop with on the next Black Dollar Days. Okay. And of course, Lavish Looks by MzMetchi. Y'all know, get your shades. Okay. I'm trying to keep you shady all year round. Okay. Tonight's show. So look, the What Would You Do is one that I saw on Facebook, you all. And when I saw it, I grabbed my little invisible pearls. I'm like, we have to talk about it. So that's going to be tonight's topic. And then the what's happening, what's up. It's a lot of people doing a lot of crazy stuff in the streets. Okay. So we got to jump into it. But I don't want to wait any longer. I want to bring in my special guest. You ready to go? Yes. Okay. Hold on, you all. Charron.
Hello.
How are you?
I am great. I can't complain.
I'm so happy that you're here. Thank you for taking some time out on this beautiful Thursday to just join me because we got a lot to talk about tonight.
Yes, absolutely. Thanks for having me. They
Of
used to
course.
have me the Philly takeover in Chi-Town. Yes.
You already know. And look, give me a second. I'm going to get your information on the screen because for anyone that is tuning in, I have people that pop in and out. I want them to know how they can get in touch with you and, and follow and support what you've got going on. But we got a lot to unpack tonight.
Let's go.
Okay. So for those that are just tuning in, if you have not been paying attention, if you are not following right now, okay, you are an author, a playwright, okay, you're a coach, a book publisher, and the CEO of Penn Legacy. Let me know, did I get it all, ma'am? Did I get it all?
Yeah, you got all the dream worthy stuff, the legacy worthy stuff. I'm also a mother. I am an employee. For those entrepreneurs out here who feel you have to quit your job to fulfill your dreams, I do both. Yes.
Me too.
I do both. Yes, I give a shout out to the corporatepreneurs. Yeah. Us.
I like that word. I like that. I'm a corporatepreneur. Okay.
See, us women, we got to get creative. You can't just have one source of income nowadays. Okay.
That's right.
Well, yeah, I cover a lot. I'm a mom, I'm a daughter, I'm a sister, I'm a member of Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated. I'm also a member of the Order of Eastern Star. So my plate is full.
Oh my goodness. I'm just taken aback. For one, let me tell you, things as far as with the Blueprint Live, if you know a little bit about my show, we bring on people that are doing things within their communities. They're inspiring and uplifting entrepreneurs and artists and just people that are bringing things to the table. And you've done so much.
Absolutely.
You've co-authored 20 books in your time. I mean, I know that's not all. You've done so many things. For you, how is it where it's like
I've authored 20 books, just me by myself. Yeah.
Okay, so look, you gotta tell me, because now you're out like in the forefront. With writers, a lot of the times they try to stay behind the scenes.
Right.
What has it been like for you as things have kind of unfolded and just getting everyone to know who you are as the author?
And actually, when I first started, I became a published author at the age of 14. So I've been doing this for years because now I'm like, in the 40 club-ish world. Right. So I got some years in this. That's right. But I mean, I've always been in the background. That's why I started writing, because I wanted to be able to express myself without people knowing it was me.
Okay.
And then it was just like, as I got older and the opportunities came.
That's right.
And I became, a mommy. And then I became the primary parent. It was like, okay, you got to do what you got to do.
That's right.
But now it comes a little easy because I kind of put a facade on. Like Charron is who I am. That's the everyday Philly girl.
Yes, right.
And then Monaye is the, hi, how are you? How can I help you today?
How are you doing? How are you doing?
How are you doing? How can Penn Legacy serve? So I kind of have put on that facade, because typically as a writer, you do want to shy away. But it was when I started my business that pushed me in the forefront. And then that sort of kind of has been the challenge of helping other authors and writers get their stories out there, but reminding people that I'm also a writer and an author myself. So I'm getting back to that. That's why next year I'm not taking that many clients, because it's time for Charron to reign again.
Okay, so can you, kind of walk me through what was the journey in you starting Penn Legacy? Like, what was that moment that you were like, I want to, branch out and be an entrepreneur?
It wasn't a moment. I was voluntold to do this. I had no desire, so let's just be honest.
Okay. Look. We keeping it real. That's fine.
You got to not tell everybody. I had no desire to help anybody. Charron, it is what it is. Everybody got to get it the best way they can. But it literally was one of my sorority sisters, Summer Fitch, who was interested in releasing a book.
Okay.
And I was already out there, with I had 2 books by that time and had a play that had went to Philly and DC, and
Yes.
I was doing my thing. And she
Okay.
was like, okay, so now it's time for you to help other people. And I said, oh, why?
Right.
I was really rebellious. I'm like, why?
Right.
Can't y'all get a coach? Why do
Right.
I have to be the person?
Right. Like there's someone that can help with that. Okay.
Exactly. We had Facebook at the time. Like, can't y'all Google somebody?
Okay.
And she was like, okay, so why don't you help me? And I was like, right, but then that's going to add. I'm going to help you, but then you going to turn into somebody. And she was like, well, you have to give back. And that pretty much was the birth of me helping other people by being voluntold to do so. But yeah.
Well, I mean, look, the thing about it is that is it something that it turned into a passion after a while, would you say?
It did. It turned into a passion and a curse.
Okay.
Because it clashes with Charron sometimes. Because Charron just wants you to go ahead about your business. And you can't always do that.
Yeah.
But then the passion of it is me seeing, aspiring writers and aspiring authors being successful or receiving that same type of success that I already have.
That's right.
Or we're walking together in it. So for that passion, it's like I'm grooming, I'm giving back, I'm saving a lot of people from those mistakes.
That's right.
That I made, or all the money I've lost, now they're able to keep some. So for that part, it's very fulfilling.
Okay.
So it's a passion and a curse. And every year and every day, I'm like, I'm quitting.
Do you not go through that? Like, I think that everyone that has a business at some point is just like, screw it, I'm done.
Every day. I can't tell you how many times I was done with publishing, I was done with writing, and soon as I say I'm done and I'm putting books away in the closet, the phone rings. Like, hey, I want more information about publishing. I'm like, God, why?
Like, how did we get here? How did we get here?
Absolutely. We just had a conversation. I was done.
Yeah. So, okay, you have you had a release that came out, and these were children's books. Okay, this was because I want to get it right. Journey with Michelle. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So I want to talk about that. So for you said you've written plays and things of that sort, and you have children's books. What are some of the things that kind of get you in the groove as far as your creativity with writing? Because that's a very wide scope.
It is. And the thing that it really doesn't take me much to get into the groove. We can literally have a conversation and you can say something and it's a book for me.
Yes.
Literally, yes. I tell people, be careful what you say to me because you will be the topic of my next story.
That's real.
That's real. That's a lot of people have read my books and was like, was you talking about me? I was like, nope, and you can't prove it.
Right. That was somebody else's name. Okay.
Yeah. Absolutely. So I'm inspired by a lot of different things, but the children's book series came about because I've already written and published in 6 different genres. Okay. I'm running out of stuff.
Wait, first off, wait a minute. We're gonna clap that up. We're not gonna just go past that. Did I mention? Hold on, we didn't mention, and we love to be humble. Charron is on the best-selling list. Okay, the best-selling list. She's not just national with it; she's international.
Absolutely.
Yes, I'm sorry. I just had to let them know. So I'm sorry about that. We got to clap it up because for one, that's big. I'm so happy for you. That's amazing.
Thank you. Yes, and it is, and it takes some people want to release their first book and go worldwide. And like I said, I became a published author in 92. I've been at this on and off. I've done books. I've done I've written poetry. I started out in the industry writing poetry. That was my very first book. Shout out to the poets. And then I kind of went into nonfiction. Like I kept jumping because one thing about writers, if you know anything about the entertainment as a whole, you have to be versatile. You can't be a one style of anything because if that style dies out, then what are you left to do?
Exactly.
So I published in a lot of different genres. And then it was like, okay, so what haven't I done? Then,
That's right.
then it's looking at Amazon and Barnes and Noble, trying to see, okay, what can I do that I haven't already done in my catalog?
Okay.
And that really was the Michelle series. And that has been a gift, I must say, because
Yes.
Michelle is my real middle name. Monaye
Okay.
has.
I was gonna ask. I'm like, now tell me about the Michelle of the book. I want to
Yes,
know.
Michelle is truly me.
Okay.
Monaye is my writer's name. That's why it's so easy to flip back and forth because Michelle is just, she's truly a facade.
Okay.
Monaye, but Michelle is my true middle name. So the Michelle series is really me going back to the original of me as a writer, and now just writing about things that either I, wish I would have known, or I do know, and I want to educate kids on them.
Okay.
And it's just really, expanding their mind a little bit versus just your A is for apple, B is for banana.
You know what? And hold on. Lauren, I see your question over here. I'm going to ask that in just a second. She's got a really good question for you, Charron.
Okay.
So with the Journey with Michelle, with this series, now this is the second series, that's the exact follow-up from Michelle and Her Magical Pen, correct?
So it's all a series. So you have Michelle and Her Magical Pen. That was the very first book.
Okay.
And then you have the history book, and that's called The Inventors, Imagine Life Without African American Inventors. So that's the history book.
Okay.
I love history. So every book literally has something to do with me. Yes. And then you have Michelle Goes to Congress, because I actually work for the federal government and all my degrees are law. So I had to feel as though I had to teach the people who really runs the country, because for some reason we think it's the president and it's not.
It's not.
Then we have Paris, and we have the beach. Michelle Goes to the Beach. So that's teaching science. The Paris book is teaching French. And then
Charron, wait a minute now. Hold on now. Are we selling the collection? Like, do we do it's
a whole collection, honey.
It's all available. Okay, so for all my people, show them the book. Show them the books. Yes. I love it.
Michelle, and then this is the one that was just released. Michelle sells 0 books. So this one, I'm teaching children how to become entrepreneurs. So every book is a theme, and it's teaching kids different things throughout every book, and they're all available. Yes, they're all available.
Everywhere that you can buy books, you all. You got it. I've got the website here, CharronMonaye.com. Please go. I mean, that is huge.
Yes. Yes.
I'm over here. I'm just like,
and it just evolved. I literally wrote every book in like a matter of 2 weeks and was waiting for the illustrator.
It's a great series. And I love that, children that look like, us will be able to, look at that and identify, because I can remember that when I was a child and, reading different books. Do you remember Chicka Chicka Boom Boom?
I do. I do. My mom is a retired elementary teacher, so I remember all the reading books, even the ones I didn't want to read.
Yeah, it's like I remember that, a lot of Dr. Seuss and everything, but I love that we've evolved to such a time now where there are Black authors that are able to put together books with, things that are educational, and then also with characters that the children can identify with. So.
And that was my thing. That's why I wanted everything in these books to actually speak to us. Like when I promote these books, I'm always saying stories by us, for us.
That's right.
Because a lot of, especially the history book, what books out here is really teaching us that an African American man invented potato chips. Like, who knew that?
No, it's not any that I could name. Absolutely.
Did we know that an African American woman created the doorbell? See?
Things you need to know.
Because, and especially now, it's so important now, because when you look at TV and there's critical race theory, and they want to take history out of the schools, what's left for our children to even consider? Like when you look at our skin, it's like, okay, so what did we do, mommy? Or what did we do? Or what was our contribution? Or were we only slaves? Or were we only this? And it's like, no, you literally, your ancestors,
so much more.
DNA in your blood created a lot of the things that everybody uses.
Right. That's right.
But we don't get the credit for it.
No, I mean, we don't. Shout out to you. You all make sure if you're tuning in with me, I want you to go and purchase this series, especially if you have children. I have a nephew, so I'll be making sure that I add some of those books onto even my Christmas list for my nephew. It's all about support for sure. And, with the support that you've shown also to helping other authors, get published. I mean, how does that feel for you? I would imagine it's rewarding.
It's always rewarding, especially when they call me or text me like, hey, coach, I'm in Forbes, or hey, coach, I just sold 1 million copies. And it's just like, I can help you with that. Right. Y'all doing stuff I haven't even done yet. So it's definitely rewarding. It is definitely rewarding.
Absolutely. And I want to get into this question. It was really good. It's so funny. Lauren and I must have been thinking the same thing. But she said, do you have any advice for someone who's trying to become an author?
Yes, I do. First advice is, one, know what you want to write about.
Okay.
Everybody, a lot of times that contact me wants to become an author.
That's right.
But don't have a story.
Okay.
And a story meaning something worth selling. Because at the end of the day, we all have a story. We all have the childhood stories. We have the heartbreak stories.
That's right.
We have the rejection stories. We have the mama he made me mad stories.
Right.
So do anybody in America or worldwide care about that? So one, you want to make sure that you have a story that people are either going to be interested in.
That's right.
Or that is going to sell.
That's
or
right.
that is going to live beyond you. Because you don't want a one-hit wonder, or you release a book and you're the only one buying it.
Okay.
So that's number one. Number two, you need to make sure that you understand the industry. There are a lot of publishing companies out here. There are a lot of people who say, just throw it up on KDP, upload some files, and you're an author, which is not always true.
Okay.
So definitely learn the industry. You need to, it's just like anything else. If you go for a job, you see what the job's about before you jump in it. It's the same thing. The book world is no different than the music world. You get taken in music just like you get taken in books. You get ripped off in books just like you get ripped off on TV.
That's right.
It's the same thing. So know what you're getting yourself into, and know what kind of publishing you want to do. And then third, most important, are you ready for it? Number 3, contact me. Go to the website.
Because look, if you hadn't said it, Charron, I was about to say, I'm like, look, now the real thing is you need to go on over here, okay? And you know what? Okay, and I have to ask you this, and don't take it a bad way, because sometimes, I recognize certain questions can come off, but when it comes to publishing, okay, so this is from our authors or people that are aspiring authors or whatever. With the publishing, what would you say sets Pen Legacy apart as far as what you're able to do for your clients versus other things that you may see in the industry that kind of make you throw up a red flag?
One of the things that separates Pen Legacy from a lot of the other publishing companies or certain things that's going on in the world today is, one, you're getting a coach that has been and is where you're trying to go.
That's right.
That right there is the most valuable, because it's easy for me to say, hey, send me your manuscript. Let's get your cover. Okay, you're done. But what do you know? You don't know what to do with that book.
That's right.
I always tell people it is easy to write a book. It is hard to be an author. Yes. And one thing with Pen Legacy, and a lot of everybody who comes to Pen Legacy, you're working with me. I have a whole team of people who actually do the work of the cover, the interior.
That's right.
The formatting, but the coaching, the answering questions, to preparing you to what's next. I help you with that. And that's one thing I can say that we do, even with some of your traditional publishers. Your Simon & Schuster and different things. Yes, they may give you an advance, and yes, you may have this, but one, you're still bonded by certain contracts, so you really don't own your work. You got to pay off your advance because it's just a loan. and you still don't know what to do.
Right. Even after all of that.
Even
Right.
after all of that. So one thing with Pen Legacy is you're getting a team of people who truly care and really want you to succeed and will be there for you and with you throughout the whole process. So you don't have to guess. You don't have to say, okay, should this be a 6x9 or a 5x5 by 8x5?
Yeah.
We will tell you.
Right.
So it's no guessing. So when your book is released, you have a quality book that you can submit for nomination to the NAACP Image Award.
Yes.
Or anything else, because you have a team of people who already done it or is doing it.
That's right. That's right. Oh, look, you got me feeling like, for one, I need to write a book. Okay. I feel inspired. I'm like, I got a story to tell. I got a lot of stories to tell. But no, I mean, it's just what you do is so incredible. And like I said, it's very important to have that representation within the industry, because you do have all of those other big. This is somebody like Charron is someone you can reach out to her. You were so nice when I first started talking to you. I was like, she's so down to earth. I love it. I can't wait.
Down to earth. It pays me nothing. Right. To be something that I'm not, even with all I do. Because at the end of the day, once this camera go off, I'm back to being Charron. I'm probably going to turn on Netflix or HBO Max. I don't know.
You should be watching Harlem on Prime. I'm just
watched it already. I binged it on Saturday.
Charron, you watched it? Wait.
It had me in my feelings. I had to feel like I had to get my whole life together. Yeah.
It was a mess. The ending was a mess. If you all watch Harlem, the ending was a mess. It's going to leave you feeling some type of way.
All the way.
Yeah.
All the way. I literally had to leave the house and go eat seafood. That's how I had to do a whole,
It was devastating.
Yeah.
That's how I felt. I'm devastated because for one, this ended, and then y'all ended it like that. I don't like it. But
and then tell us when season 2 was coming. Like, are you serious?
And you know what? That's my problem, because I tell you what, there was a show called Star that used to come on Fox. Do you remember how it ended?
No, because I stopped watching it.
I continued watching it. I did. I was one of those that was through and through. And I tell you what, the way that they ended it, it was supposed to be another season, and they canceled it.
Right.
They canceled it. So that was off topic. Look, we talking about current events. Okay, this is what's
all day. And you go, but check it out. I mean, it definitely was a good one. But I definitely, And shout out to all the actors. I mean, it was great. It just had me, because I really felt Megan Good's character.
Yeah.
And I was just like, okay, yes, let's try.
Maybe not. Yeah, it was a lot. I love when when literature and when film and television, all these things, they can really take you on the journey with them. You know?
And that's what that did. And then being from Philly, 215 in the house.
Yeah, we got Philly in the house. Philly meets Chicago. Okay,
Philly meets Chicago.
Chicago meet Philly real quick. Okay.
Hey, girl. Yeah, so it was like, and we used to, because now I relocated to Florida, so now I'm in the sunshine all day long.
Send some our way.
There you go.
Yes.
There you go. But I mean, just seeing it, and we used to always go to New York because my mom is a big New York fan. Okay. So we used to always go to New York, and just seeing it, it was just like, oh, this is so nice. Okay, Charron, what are you doing with your life? Okay, Charron, what are you? Yeah, it had me in my feelings. But it was good. Check it out. So support Black writers and actors. Definitely.
All the time. Well, I got to ask you before I let you go, because, of course, you got to tell me all the things. We got to get the word out about your new series and everything. But what is something that you haven't done so far that you are, either looking to do, or is just something that's kind of in the back of your mind?
Do a feature film. That's the only thing left. I've done plays. I've done books. I've written songs. I've had plays premiere in Hollywood, California.
Wait, you wrote some songs? What you gonna sing something? Can we do a sing along? No. What you want to do? No, okay, we can't do a sing along. That's okay.
No,
okay.
No, the whole thing, the whole system would just elope, child.
Okay, we're not gonna do that, but you all make sure that you follow her.
Absolutely. But yeah, one thing that I have not done is a feature. I've done a short. I turned my oldest son, Chris, shout out to my son, Chris. He's serving in
Shout
the
out to
United
Chris.
States Army. When Chris was 9, he published his first book. Both of my kids have books. I have 2 boys, Chris and Craig.
Yay!
And Chris published his first book. He was 9 years old. I turned his book into a play. And then we turned that play into a short film. It was called Why Can't We Be Friends? It was an anti-bullying production.
I'm writing this down. Why can't we be friends?
Yep, Why Can't We Be Friends? And yep, I turned that into a short film and we shared it. My son got citations from Congress people. He got a letter from Biden when he was vice president and a letter from Barack when he is president, because I'm not claiming
forever. Okay.
Forever. Okay. Yeah, so I've done shorts, but I've never done a feature. So that's the last thing on the bucket list. And
we are manifesting that for 2022. It's coming. It just hasn't arrived yet. It's on the road.
The script is written and everything. I just need to, once I start slowing down, see, this is where the struggle comes between helping other people and fulfilling Charron. So I sneak me in there a little bit, but eventually I'm gonna shut it all down and fulfill my last dream.
Look, we need that right away. Okay.
Oh, absolutely.
So, you take that time. My auntie is tuning in. She said, I know that's right.
Absolutely. It's my time now.
Yes. So okay. Let us know what's coming up. How can we support you? And what can we be on the lookout for the upcoming year?
Absolutely. So you can definitely go to the website, CharronMonaye.com. I have, definitely support the Michelle series. Like I said, that is a very important series for our youth, and every mother and child and school that has, got these books, the kids love it because, like you said, it's us.
Yes, that's
these
right.
Kids, boys, girls, it's us. So definitely, support the children's book series. Okay. And what's coming up in 2022? What's not coming up with me? So I have more authors that I'm helping and coaching and releasing. And I'm also getting ready to release, well, not get ready to, but 2022, we're releasing the boy version of the Michelle series. But this one is going to be The Adventures of Marquise and Steven.
I love it.
Boys side. I have 2 boys. So both of those, Marquise is my oldest son, Christopher, and Steven is my youngest son, Craig. So I'm going to have them go on some cool adventures. Just this way, we have the girls and we have
the boys. Yes. This is, okay. Parents, my parents that are listening in, even those that will be joining us later on Spotify and iHeart, I need you all to go and get this series. And y'all need to make sure you're following, because we want to, you have to come back once the new set drops. You have to.
Sure will.
The invitation, I'll say it like at church, the invitation has been extended. Okay. Yes.
And accepted. Thank you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, I'm just, like I said, I'm so thankful that you came on the show, and, thank you for just talking about your journey. It is truly an inspiration to those that are, looking to go in the field. We have a lot of people that will reach out to me after the show, and, they're asking for, just advice or who is somebody. And I know I will definitely turn them over to you if they're looking to publish a book and really get to know the industry, because that's very important. I think that's the highlight that needs to stick out. What you're doing and you can help people. Now y'all better get in, because we waiting on the film. So you got to get in where you fit in.
Please say it again, because eventually every year I keep closing the door, but somebody put their foot there and stop it. But eventually I'm just gonna have to shut it, because I have to get this feature film out. I ain't getting no younger, y'all. I gotta get this done.
First off, you're radiant. Don't say that. Don't say that. No, you are. And I'm hiding
the gray. I'm hiding the gray. It's the lighting.
I'm gray too.
I don't know about myself no more.
I'm for real. But no, what I want to do, let them know the best way that they can get in contact with you if they are looking to work with you in the near future. What's the best contact?
The best contact is go email me, and that's info@penlegacy.com. So info@penlegacy.com, or you can go to my personal website and at CharronMonaye.com.
Okay.
Or if you want to learn about all of our writing services, because I forgot, I also do ghostwriting. So if you don't want to write the book, I can do it for you.
And
So you can go to penlegacy.com, and that's PENLEGACY.com, and you can see all the writing services and the publishing services that we offer. It's a one-stop
amazing.
shop.
You are amazing. Yes.
You.
Look, you know what? It's so dynamic. I'm honored today. I really am. So, you know, I just want to thank you again for coming on and just wish you the much continued success with everything you've got going on. And I will definitely be adding the series to my collection that I'm going to start for my nephew, because my sister, she told everybody, like, for the baby shower, bring a book. You know, she made sure to include that on there. So reading is very important. It's very fundamental, and the series, it looks fun. I want to read it.
Okay, wait, I showed one last time. So you got this one.
Hold on. Okay, Michelle Goes to Paris. I love that.
She goes to the beach. You see her little umbrella, honey?
She first off, she's fly, okay?
Okay, with her hat. And then she goes to Congress. So, real quick. So, if you guys, and even though this is Michelle Goes to Congress, I am really teaching you guys about how our government works.
Okay.
So don't watch CNN, don't watch MSNBC thinking they got it all. Read the book, okay?
That's
and
right.
I even have the amendments in here. So if someone questions you about your voting status and all that stuff, the laws is in here. I'm a paralegal. I got you.
Okay.
And then you have your history book, so y'all can understand that, you know, we were more than just slaves in America. Hallelujah.
That's right. Yes.
And then if you want to learn how to write, then you get the Michelle and her magical pen.
I love that. I love it. Yes. No, I'm so excited for you. And you know, you continue. Like I said, you got to come back when we get Marquise and
Steven. Yes, the boys side.
The boys side.
The G.I. Joes and video games.
That's right. That's right. But no, thank you. And I hope you have a great rest of your night and happy holidays. You know, it's the holiday time.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having me. This has been a joy, and happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and I'll see you in 2022.
I'll see you next year. Okay. You have a good one. I'll talk to you soon.
All righty. Take care. Bye-bye.
Okay, now you all heard it here first. I need you to go, okay? We are purchasing the entire... Michelle is going everywhere, okay? And I need for you all to get this for the babies. That's available on anywhere that you can buy books, okay? Amazon is always great. You all go there. I need you to add it to your cart right now. Thank you so much to Charron for joining me. Absolutely dope, y'all. I'm going to take a quick break, and when I come back, we're going to get into Hate It and Love It. All right. See y'all in a minute. Bye.
The Black Dollar Days initiative has officially kicked off. Make sure that you join founder Faye Porter in her mission in uplifting the Black community. You can join by registering your business or just replying that you're in and you're ready to be in on this initiative. Okay? Visit theblackdollardays.com and do what you need to do to be a part of this. Be a part of the change that you want to see. Make sure that you follow them on all social media and let them know that the Blueprint Media Company sent you. All right, y'all. It's time for Hate It and Love It. Let's get into it.
All right, Hate It and Love It time. So I'm going to be real quick because there was a few things that were on my mind as far as the Hate It and Love It. All right, number one, okay. I ended up having a really good conversation tonight this afternoon, with my brother-in-law. And, you know, we were talking about like just different insurance and stuff like that, because he is a licensed agent, you all. So y'all make sure y'all get with him. I'll send you the details if you are in need of an insurance agent at this point or someone that can help you out. But, you know, we were talking about like life insurance, people not having it, you know, like auto insurance. And, you know, also just making sure, like, a lot of people don't like to shop for insurance. And that was something that he was stressing to me. But the biggest thing is that I hate to hear when people don't have life insurance. Like, I think that COVID has taught us that life is very, very short and it's something that's important to have. So, I'm just going to put that on the category of hated it, not having it. I would love it if anyone that doesn't have it that might be tuning in, if you at least look into it. Okay. You rather have it than to not have it. Okay. And there's a lot of people that can help you become very knowledgeable about it, and just it's super important. So that's one of my hated it this week. Okay, I need you guys to get insurance for everything, but get your life insurance if nothing else. Okay, my second hated it, I got my nails done today. I love it. I got my favorite Christmas color. It's like this red, it looks kind of like on the Wizard of Oz, her little shoes at the end. That's how my nails look. But needless to say, I don't like it when people are acting up in a nail shop, being all loud, cursing the staff out, doing all types of unnecessary things. Why are you acting like that? What's the issue? Okay. Let me get in these comments real quick. Hold on. She said, where can you get the book? Auntie Tracy, you can get the book. Remember, she said, go to her website. It's available on Amazon and everything. I need you guys to, I need y'all to do this. Okay. She said, he's awesome, guys. Oh yeah, Ken is definitely awesome. He will get you all the way together as far as the insurance stuff. For real. Yes, I agree, Auntie Tracy. But yeah, so, I don't like when people come up in there acting all ignorant and going off on the staff and just, being super disrespectful. It's like, just cut it out. Stop acting stank at the nail shop. It's not cute. It's not a good look. Okay. Let's not do that anymore. That's that. My love it for tonight is that after I leave here, I get to go and celebrate my friend Kim's birthday. We're going to go and have a nice dinner. And I'm really super excited about it. And one thing that's my love it this week is just thinking back, this is one of my friends. I had to think about it when I was making a status today to put on the picture. I said, oh my gosh, she's been my friend for Tracy. Here's the website. Thank you, Charron, and thank you so much for coming on, girl. Hold on, I'll put it back up. But yeah, I was thinking about the fact that with Kim, this has been my friend for over 17 years. I said, wow, we were little knuckleheads when we met each other. And I thought about the blessing that it is when you have those long-standing friendships. And I mean, she's become a mother. We've graduated. We've done so many different things, got a home, got a new car, like all of the milestones. And we were able to, as friends, we were able to share that together. And I thought about my other friends that I've, people that I've known for years. But the fact that she's one of my oldest friends. So, my love it is just like, hey girl, happy birthday. And the simple fact of that, to be able to have those friendships that can stand the test of time, that is truly my love it this week. So keeping it short and sweet for you guys. And look, I could go on and on. When you have really good friends and you have really good people in your corner and they love you for real, you could talk about it all day. You really could. Just that love that comes. She's rode with me through some things. I've got my other girls that have been around for just as long, that have truly seen the evolution of who I am. And you got to appreciate that and give people their flowers while they're here. Okay, because that's what we're doing. We're giving them their flowers. So much love to everybody. I think we got a real juicy one tonight as far as the what would you do. I told y'all I found it on Facebook.
Listening to today's What Would You Do? Where we're talking about real situations with real people and offering real solutions.
I don't even know if y'all are ready for this one. I don't know if you're ready. I don't know. But I'm going to tell you anyway. Okay. Let's get into it. Hold on. I got a comment here. Let me get into that before we move any further. Auntie Tracy said they do the most when they make a scene. Yeah, I don't like that either, girl. Not at the nail shop. Not at the nail shop. Okay, tonight's What Would You Do? Saw this one. This is on my group, Real Talking Jeans. If you all haven't followed them yet, you all know Crystal and Doslato. They came on the show. They are the host of their show, Real Talking Jeans, but they also have a group where we get together and we talk about a lot of juicy stuff. So shout out to them. My wife recently said I'm not good at having sex. She went on to say she overlooked my shortcomings because I'm a good man. I work hard, provide, pursued her, and she thought that she could teach me. I've been trying my best to last longer, not get too excited, and take my time, but I'm usually done 3 minutes before passing out. What can I do to fix this? I don't want to lose my marriage. Damn. Okay. Y'all, so when I read it, y'all, my mouth dropped to the floor. I'm like, oh my gosh, this man must be at a place if you, Jesus. Lauren, that's what I said. She said, "Ooh, yes." That's what I said too, sis. Okay. So this is the thing. This is this is real, and we have to be sensitive because look, as women and men, we want our bodies to function in a way that it's intended to, that we would like to be pleasurable to our partners. So it's sensitive when it comes to women because they try to get on the men a lot because they may have some inconsistencies, but you have women that also have those problems too. So you have to be very, very sensitive as far as this is concerned. I'm just more so taken aback by how callous she was. I mean, she was very honest, but it didn't mean that it was like not brutally honest. Like I just, some stuff I don't know. Auntie Tracy said, hold on, try to hold it and let her get there first. She said, I know 3 minutes. Don't tell nobody that. Right. Lauren said maybe talk to a doctor or a sex therapist. Yeah, that would be my first thing. Like I would, there's a few things, of course, that's missing from here because naturally, like, if you have things like you deal with obesity or other, different things that you have going on, that can also contribute to your performance, and so the best thing to do would be, of course, to try to seek maybe some professional help as far as going to the doctor first. I mean, if it were me and I were in that situation, I would be going to get tests to test my levels out, see what's going on. It may be something is switching your diet or, things of that sort. But then also I agree with Lauren as far as like with the sex therapist, maybe in conjunction with going to the doctor, because there may be some things that are where you're not able to hold back, that it's like you could possibly control if you are actively thinking about it or if you're given other ways to demonstrate that. And I mean, I felt like when I saw it, because you never know when you see stuff on Facebook, it's like, is it real? Is it fake? Is it a scam? Is it not? If this story is true and this is what this person is actually going through, when it's your husband or it's your wife or whatever the case is, you kind of, that's the for worse part. That's that for worse part, for better or worse, that's probably, it gets there because naturally as people, we need that physical touch. We need all of that. So it definitely has to be addressed. And it must have been very difficult for him to come forward as a man to say that. So a lot of people in the little comments, they was clowning them because I saw it a few times. I was like, oh, they clowning him in the comments, but I'm like, you know what? This is something he really is dealing with. Be sensitive. His wife should be a little bit more sensitive too, but she seemed like she probably out for the streets already. No shade. She said she overlooked the shortcomings. Can you imagine saying that to your man though? For real? I don't know. Lauren says sex therapist might happy with finding out how to please. Might I think she said may help. Okay. Sex therapist may help with finding out how to please the wife. Absolutely. Absolutely. Auntie Tracy said foreplay and therapists are good. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, a lot of people, you would probably have to talk. I mean, there's different forums. Go on Reddit. They got some guys on there that'll share with you some things that you could do to get your mind right, get it together. I don't know. I just don't like we can't, play with people's stuff like that. They talk about somebody that came and they looking for real advice. That's what I didn't like to see with this situation. But yeah, at least you get him excited. I'm gonna leave that on that. Let's with this, what would you do? Let's seek help and quickly. Okay. Tonight's, it's been a lot of things that's been going on this week and we got to catch up. So I'm not gonna hold you.
Time to get into what's happening and what's up in these streets. Let's get it.
Did y'all hear about the man in Italy that used a fake arm to get a COVID vaccine? And he worked in healthcare? I'm going to say it again. Gentleman in Italy, he used a fake arm to try to get the COVID jab. Yeah. Yeah, he was prosecuted and all of that. I don't think Italy liked that. And he worked in the healthcare system. That was a little worrisome to me. I felt some type of way. I was like, is that what are we doing? I'm gonna need y'all to stop. I couldn't believe it when I read it. I was like, people will literally do anything. I'm like, with the vaccine, it's not like, you got to pay like $1 million for it or whatever the case is. Like, people are going to great lengths to get the vaccine card. I'm like, for real? He had a deadline that he had to meet with his employer, or ultimately he would have been let go. And I guess that's what prompted everything. But y'all, I still was in tears when I read the story. I was like, these people are crazy. They are crazy as hell. Okay. Yeah. That's what I said. Yes, laughing my ass off. Me too, Auntie Tracy. Lauren said, no, my goodness, why? Because I think that he was a little touched. But that's okay though. No judgment. So yeah, don't try to show up to get your vaccine with a fake arm. It's a no-go. They're gonna know that it's not your arm. He used silicone for the arm. They are gonna know that is not your skin, that is not your real arm. They are not gonna jab you in your fake arm. Okay, we're gonna leave that at that. Okay, Auntie Tracy said, how can you do that? He made the arm out of silicone, Auntie Tracy. Lauren said, no, he doesn't have a job and he may go to jail. Oh, girl, they said he worked in the healthcare field. But what? Okay. All right. And I'm done. Anybody on here or that tunes in watch 19 Kids and Counting? You ever watched that or heard of it in your life? Well, one of the main people, Josh Duggar, he actually was found guilty of downloading and possessing child pornography. Weird. Very weird. They found him guilty. It was something, this has been going on for a while. I remember like kind of hearing it in the news and I was just like, what in the world? And dude he looks super creepy now. Like, I'm like, dude, you look like a creep. No judgment. That's not for me to judge, but child pornography, you doing a little bit too much. So Josh, I think you got your just due. I need y'all to stop doing weird stuff. Let's stop. Okay. A story that I found that was really, really interesting was that there is a reverend. His name is Craig Duke, and he is actually based out of, he's in between like Indiana and New York, but he's a Methodist minister. He made an appearance on the HBO reality series We're Here, which had all of the drag queens and everything, and he was doing it to show inclusion and unity as far as just within believing in God, no matter who you were. And he basically got back to his church in Indiana and they booted him out. They wanted him out of the congregation and no longer holding a pastor role at his church. And it's very unfortunate. I mean, if you're a Christian, you just know that like God loves everybody. He loves everyone. God loves everybody. And even if you listen to the show and you're not a believer, that's fine. Y'all got to know MzMetchi supports all beliefs. I have my belief system, but I support others within whatever journey they take as well. But I thought that this was just kind of weird and it was a little bit bogus. And I'm gonna need y'all to back up off the LGBTQ community. Like just back off. It's kind of weird at this point. Like, why do you care? Lauren said that's crazy. I agree, sis. Bringing it to some more crazier news. Tennessee woman is facing charges after police stated that she stole up to $60,000 in Nike merchandise from the DHL warehouse where she worked. Okay. She had been working for the delivery service in the area, and she was printing duplicate tracking numbers for items and then using the additional tracking numbers to ship the stolen goods to different addresses. Investigators say, y'all, she came up on $60,000 worth of Nike. I'm like, girl, was it worth it? Because you're going to have to pay that in restitution. Was it really worth it? I just need to know. This one should have been my hated it, because I'm like, girl, stop stealing from your job like that. Like, she just got greedy after a point, clearly. Like, I'm like, girl, little baby, what is you doing? I'm gonna need y'all to get it together, okay? We're not doing that. Y'all stop stealing. They doing snatching grabs, looting and booting, shooting, and all types of stuff. Stop. It's ridiculous at this point. We getting tired. I'm getting tired of reporting on this shit every week. I'm like, why y'all keep doing dumb stuff? But we got to put it out there. Let's stop the people from acting crazy before they act crazy. Hot ass mess. Got on my nerves. So look, as I told you all, I'm wrapping it up because we're headed to the celebration. So here we go.
Thank you so much for all of my listeners for tuning in. And now it's time for the quote of the night.
Okay, tonight's quote of the night. Hold on, let me get in these comments. What are you all talking about over here? Take a pen or pencil. I cannot. She's crazy. Yeah, because you're going to be doing some writing in jail. Oh, girl, going to be doing some writing in jail. Okay, yes, for stealing $60,000 from Nike. Tonight's quote. Energy is currency. When you pay attention to something, you're buying an experience. It's an investment, so spend carefully and only on things that will bring you a good return. Be selective. Treat your time with as much care as your finances. It's equally as valuable. I saw that quote and it spoke to me. We have to watch the things that we put our energy into. And this is not about drama or the BS that you would think that it is. But as far as the energy into things that you know are not going to be a good return. So it can be a relationship. It can be a job. It can be an item that you want to purchase. It could be, something that is not the right time, but it's just like, I got to do it. Whatever that is, we're not paying attention to things that aren't going to give us a good return. And that's just the word that I want to leave you all with tonight, okay? I want to thank my special guest, Charron Monaye, for coming on the show. And it's very, very important. I need you all, if you've got the babies, to go out and to purchase, all of her books that she's released. It's absolutely amazing. And if you are looking to get published, if you are looking for a coach that's going to help you through the process, not just get your book out there and leave you to the wayside, but they are really going to be there behind you 100%. I want you all to reach out to her. Like I tried to just bring you the absolute best of the best as far as on the show, so that whatever it is that you want to do, you are inspired and you can go on, and do great things as a result of it. These people are phenomenal, and Charron is definitely one of them. So you all make sure you check her out, CharronMonaye.com. Make sure that you shop, and definitely support her. She's definitely someone. She's a part of the Blueprint Live tribe right now. So that's our girl. Thank you so much to my sponsors, okay? Fiya Infusions, Black Dollar Days, and Lavish Looks by MzMetchi. Make sure that you go and you subscribe. You're in tune with all the sales, the next Black Dollar Days, and the relaunch for Fiya. 2022 is going to be one to remember, and we got to make it better than the last ones that we've had the last couple of years, because it's been crazy. I love you guys, and I will talk to you next week. Last week, if you remember my commercial that I had going for Prima Lash and Beauty Supply, the two owners are coming on the show next week. Okay, these are two Black women that have their lash and beauty supply in the heart of the Chicagoland area. So they are coming on live to talk with me next week, right before we go on break for the holidays. So let's go ahead and get to it. I love you guys, and I'll talk to you all next time. Bye.